Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting, riveting, and amazing, spectacular Propagandacast. I'm your host, Imperial Dane, the one, the only master of propaganda, heroes like defender of the fatherland, off here to a glorious 1v1. Oh, you guessed it. It is Vilshanka. In the west, it is the Angry Dutchman here with Jaeger Armour. What? Alright. Breakthrough packages, reconnaissance overflight, mobile observation posts, spotting scopes, and the Elephant Heavy Tank Destroyer with mines, Pantherfast, and Elephant bulletins. There's is all fighting for the Red Army, the Soviet Union, Comrade Stalin. Here with the 10th Mechanized Corps with NKVD featuring KV-8s, Radio Intercept, Comms Command Squads, Scorched Earth, and Anti-Tank Overwatch. Got an MU-42 versus Japanese Penal Troopers. Also, very big thanks to VR Iron Fist for donating to the Propagandacast again and supporting the Propagandacast with his hard-earned money. Big thanks to you, and of course, big thanks to all my paid supporters who all support me with their hard-earned money via Patreon. You too can join the ranks by pledging on Patreon, or you can do it like Iron Fist and donate via PayPal. Links are in the description, and I'll let you know, comment, like, share, subscribe, press the bell button. Keep YouTube from trying to push me into obscurity. So, definitely a interesting matchup here. Jaeger Armour in a 1v1 match. That's like a one-in-a-year event. So we're off here to a possibly very interesting matchup there. Penal Troopers with the Scout following up here for Roll. Units saying southwards and northwards. Gunners saying for the northern fuel point now. Bit more interesting. He looks like to be trying to pressure his opponent's southern resource. But there you go. Engineers spot the MU-42 who gets in first. And the MU-42 gets in. Locks the door on the engineers. Just shut. Piece the ends. As they realise they can't kick in the door. Wishing they were playing Company's Fleet so they had good breach ability. If they had a flamethrower. He's bring out there for Angry Dutchman. Grab Northern Pump, the Grenadiers. And there you go, M3A1 out there for Roller. The white light scout car there. Part of the American Lend-Lease program. Was primarily used in certain reconnaissance formations. So, no fun fact. They're going to sing northwards, more going to use there for Angry Dutchman. I mean, so far, besides just going for Jaeger Armour right away, his build is so far to say others, and his opening fairly conventionally, and Roller's basically going for that, penal trooper build that's been made fairly popular by Walletman Bunty bags. More penal troopers here for Roll. Again, I'm not saying he invented or anything, but I would definitely argue again he's sort of the one that's kind of, shall I say, popularized it. Then he's moving to the church here. Third gun's ready for Angry Dutchman. Then he's moving in, scouting south, so probably waiting for the flamethrowers getting to get available there. But why is Angry Dutchman planning? I don't know. Also, forgot to give him a divisional name. Divisional rule. Let us go with the 7th Panzer Division here, the Ghost Division. So called because during the fighting in France, the division range so far ahead of the German army, the rest of the German army. At times, the German High Command didn't know where it actually was. There you go, Scout Push Force going to select basically outmaneuvering Angry Dutchman in the south. Again, really interesting opening again, focusing hard on the south there, which is something you really don't see in Vilshanka, particularly not for the Wehrmacht. So basically, both are now trading fuel points there effectively, which is again very interesting. Meanwhile, Tech almost down there for Angry Dutchman. Probably commit to his opponent. Oh no. He's falling a bit back here, realizing his position no extension like a good flanking from the penal troops and also the scout car. Responding here, very good maneuver here. Roll, of course, trying to flank Angry Dutchman. Instead, now gets caught with MU-42. Troops are pressed here. A lot of action, back and forth action here. This is great stuff here. Great stuff. But there you go, scout car finding in here in a weak spot on the MP-42 position. Goes forced to deal with that. Pioneers trying to keep the penal troops suppressed. Now going to deal with that as well as realize again the penal troops are getting suppressed. They're going to make things very uncomfortable here for Angry Dutchman. There you go. Push one squad back, but the other one is still there. Pioneers still with the Grenadier strong fire. They are able to overcome them. Going back to the calf point. Really just a lot of action here. Back and forth. Violence. Destruction. Socialism. National Socialism. He's falling back here. Grenadiers in before reinforcing. No tech yet. May go for a Panther Grenadier squad, I guess, then here. And certainly some Panthers could be a good addition here for Angry Dutchman. They do tend to get a bit overlooked at times. Ground back Northern Fuel Point as the sun was being claimed here by Roll and the Red Army. Medics on the way there for Roll. This is in the center here with the Strafniki or Strafbat. Medic bunker up there for Angry Dutchman. There you go. Can go for the Panzer Grenadier now. Or is he going to go? He's going to go for the light Mechanized company. Okay. Gunny's equipped with the LMG-42. Light Maschinengewehr. 42. The German infantry squad was in fact built around the MG. Either MG-42 or 34. A average German grenadier squad, roughly say 8 to 10 men, will have one light machine gun to share between them or work with. And so again, this task force will around it. Panzer grenadiers for the most part were actually just grenadier squads with 2 MGs, either M42s or 34s. So little fun fact there. Armored convoy of Angry Dutchman. The 222 leichte Panzerspielwagen. Halfway done, him the rest of his force waiting. Guessing he's just going to wait for the armored car ready before making a push alongside it. Pioneering sovereignty of Angry Dutchman. Bit of quiet here. We got the anti-tank rifles ready with the 4th squad way here for roll. He's obviously expecting that armored car. Again, he also knows it with the radio intercept, so clearly taking a more steady approach here. Barbed wire there to make it harder for the Germans to claim the building there without, say, something cross one. Okay, what is this? We get a 250 half-track from Angry Dutchman. Now that's pretty rare. Armored car into half-track is super rare. I mean, half-tracks in general from the Germans, kind of rare. Like, even if they go for the flamethrower, that's, you know, pretty rare. But armored car into the half-track is exceedingly rare here. So that's an interesting meta development here from Angry Dutchman. That is pretty exciting stuff there, I would say. Depends, of course, what he does with it, how well he can make use of it. But demonstrates potential, in particular, since with Jaeger Armour, he could actually lay down Regal mines there. So I wonder if he actually gets some Regal mines here from Angry Dutchman. Because that's absurdly rare. That's like, you know, a unicorn event. Scout car about to get taken up with the punch with MP40s fighting to the end. There goes Scout car combust. Petrov, Yuri, Dimitri, all killed as they failed to wear seatbelts. Another Scout car for Royal though. 2.5 check out there for Angry Dutchman. That's reinforcing troops to the front line for now, and of course also allow him to maneuver about aggressively if he so chooses. So we'll have to see exactly what Angry Dutchman does do with his Mittlerer Schützenpanzerwagen. Yeah, this match is definitely starting to go off the typical, so to say, Wehrmacht meta plays here. That is definitely hyper rare. Second scout cart there for roll. Not too an expensive investment there, since it only costs around 15 fuel. I mean, 2 of them is basically just 1 troop and half track, so it's not like Roll is losing a lot of fuel to compare to Dutch lost his armoured car and how it's gone off to a half track. So, definitely interesting in all the fuel will be lost again to the Red Army as he's cutting off the sun fuel. Of course, what he could do is just pop the Grenadiers and start the half track, rush up his 50 to 1 Grenadiers, and then, you know, afterwards ferry them back. Oh! We're actually getting Mechanized Infantry taxi from Angry Dutchman. 2 thumbs up. Greatest episode ever. Where's he moving? Yes, he is. Good. You could also try and lay down some Regal mines here, though they do cost 50 munitions. But there you go, rushing northwards. Excellent. Got the Pack 40 out there for Angry Dutchman. Rushing into the half. Oh, demo charge! Demo charge! Roll, you cheeky bastard! Will Angry Dutchman actually spot? He's pretty much betting on his opponent isn't paying attention, and he is. Thumbs up this Angry Dutchman. Cart exploded. But later turned out to be the Führer's favorite wooden cart. Mein Gott, the Führer will be most upset. He really likes that wooden cart. Yeah, it had a lot of those funny swastikas on it. I don't think those are funny, Jürgen. Just saying, you know, historically, they're probably going to be looked at rather differently. Skaka playing up the MD-42 there. And I think he actually... Did he lay down... Yes, he laid down Regal Mines. Oh my, we actually get Regal Mines in a 1v1 match. Match of the year, ladies and gentlemen. Panzer Grenadier of Angry Dutchman. Oh my god. This match is going places. And then go Commissar there for roll. Going back to the half-track. Joel Sprite's healing for the Grenadiers, one inside of it. Hey look, Jürgen, I found another box of Panzerschokolade. Yeah, just don't overdo it again. Panzers will almost down there for Angry Dutchman.
We have been assigned fresh Panzer Grenadiers.
And he's pushing forwards here. Bit of quiet here we go. Oh, looks like an artillery strike called in here. Oh, it's a pure propaganda artillery, obviously by the Commissar. Thumbs up. Gunny's been caught here a bit. In the south, infantry dealing with the pinch squadron forwards there. Got veterans who won. Falling back, here's the half-tech service of the nucleus there of angry Dutchman forces. Popping the guns into the half-tech, I think just to like avoid some of the other stuff there. There's, I think, very efficient there. There we go, right, the assault team with the half-tech gunners and the panzer gunner dealer. Excellent set there by angry Dutchman. Half-tech also gaining veterans who won as it gains shared experience from the troops fighting around it. No tech yet there, obviously. Neither from Roll, though.
Enemy forces are capturing our supplies.
Getting obviously for the Grenadier squad there. If he could, he would definitely suggest getting more recon mines down here and there. I think that'd be a fairly good idea here. Again, the more he has chances of catching up an enemy tank doing assault, the better there for angry Dutchman. Since while you may not think about it, like just immobilizing a tank is an incredible advantage. And obviously makes it a lot easier to deal with. Could of course consider taking up here. You could also go for another half-track, though I obviously wouldn't recommend that. It would be amazing if they went to go for a second 2 half-track, but I absolutely would not recommend it. But it would be amazing if he did. But enough about that. Meanwhile, back at base for Ron, not much further happening here. Angry Dutchman is stabilizing with his mechanized infantry powers. Could I think stand to be a tiny bit more aggressive now. Got the half-tech to support his men with. Also worth knowing the half-tech can fire artillery flares off, which is good for a bit of extra reconnaissance if you need it. Bit of quiet here. Tech on the way for angry Dutchman, so good. And news hunting about here. And we get air recons of angry Dutchman. And there's one thing to know about Jaeger Armour and some of the more recent changes. It's effectively become more of a reconnaissance doctrine than like, you know, a tank destroyer doctrine. And then there's just like, you know, effectively like the elephant heavy tanks, I guess the Regals, but like so much of the other stuff is just heavily focused around reconnaissance. So it kind of ends up being a bit weird like that. Flares off here from Roll. Actually, no, that's the booby trap there, the Scorched Earth. That's also pretty rarely seen. Like, even by like Waterman Bundy bags, it does use the doctrine extensively. You actually don't see the Scorched Earth policy being utilized. So, thumbs up there to Roll. That's actually quite impressive. In the south flank is around the Pioneers there. Up north, push going forward with the MD-42. Dealing with the assault quite expertly. And we got the force wing forward again. Kind of having to wait until the fuel point gets unstuck or unjammed. I don't know how you want to describe it. Or he stops being on fire. Push forward here, Panzer gun is in with them. Mark will get the half-tank support here. Fear propaganda around some troops. Got the Scarcut, great kill for all still. Oh, great kill for the angry Dutchman. Up north, he's routed. Half-tank still holding back here. Definitely feel like he should be pushing out to support his troops at the front line there instead of holding him back here, or maybe even sneak down some more Regal mines. I mean, this would be a pretty good stretch of lane there for Regal mining. Point still being, you know, on fire technically. He's going to have to retreat those panzers. That's just a lot of penal troopers. Oh, smoke grenade, by the way. Thumbs up there. They do get access to that through the breakthrough packages ability. Alongside that, Pioneers get access to the Pioneer support package. So Pommel Cop there, very good. Trip reinforcing healing. Still nothing there from Roll in terms of tech. Just living largely with all of these Strafniki. Have to remain a bit observing here. Bit forgotten, perhaps.
The enemy is taking our territory.
Big sizable push here by Royal with the penal troopers, nothing to block them. Might want to get the half-take out before it gets accidentally spotted by someone with an anti-tank satchel charge. So what will he follow up with the next? I don't know, but he probably should go for a Panther Stuki. I mean, he could go for the Osprey though. Against all these penals, against all of this infantry, Ospreys would be a fairly good investment. But so far, just keeping that in static position. They might want to move up the troops here to grab some northern points. More pressure on Roll that way. Here's with the penal troopers there. After they're forced back, he as Roll strikes hard. Punch on his advantage there for angry Dutchman. Up north, seizing the victory point here. Very good. This is the Strafniki here. Changing into them with some excellent long-range firepower with the LMG-42s. Got the penals with the bit boost here by the Commissar. Southern Victor 1, we see we've got 405, 414. Pretty close so far, actually. Pretty close. Have to explore the troops in the Southwards. Very good. Thumbs up there to angry Dutchman. Just dealing with the advancing Commissar. There we go. Quick RGD-33 fragmentation grenade. Then he's down to 2 men. Bungling and the other pin troop squad here, and there we go. Bit of a boom, but not enough. And there you go. Mechanized Armour Company and the Angry Dutchman is going to again like to go for the Panther 4 here. Not that I fault him considering the circumstances. I think at some point going for an hospitality with infantry would be a good investment. Have to move forward again, and looks like it's going to pop it up once more for some. Yup. Mobile observation post stuff there. Pioneer pushing forwards. T-34 goes for roll. I do think he should get down some more Regal mines while he can. Because again, if we can just catch a T-34 from 6 on a telemine, that would be a fairly significant advantage there for Angry Dutchman, obviously. Take an opponent's going to likely try to ram his Panther Force with the T-34 and 6 to unleash anti-tank Overwatch. Just being able to like consistently like limit the operations could be a pretty good advantage for Angry Dutchman to have. Oh, that's almost a 4 up there. Great grenade from Roll. Not the greatest start there by Angry Dutchman. But he is the Angry Dutchman, not the Angry Dodgeman. I'll see myself out. Punny's been pushed back a bit up north. T-34 looks out there for Roll, and the Red Army can soon go for null and just build up a significant flotilla of T-34s. Typically, one of the Soviets' main way of winning the game is just getting a lot of them and just blasting everything before them into smithereens, which again is where Regal mines could be good investments, since again it would limit their mobility quite significantly and just make them sitting ducks full of Angry Dutchman's firepower. So, you know, more Regal mines. Or just terror mines, just any kind of mines can at least make tanks a bit easier to target would be great for Angry Dutchman. Panther pulling ahead here. Yuri drops set here. Close quality with the anti-tank rifles. Baker reinforcing healing for Angry Dutchman. Back hit reinforcing healing. T for the post needs some repairs. Adding spawning scopes to the Panther 4. Half tech remaining static and silent. Pulsing southwards. I mean, all just acts like it's in a effectively at the moment, all just as a camouflage command bunker that can just reinforce his troops to the front line. But I do feel like Angry Dutchman could be a tad more aggressive versus Roll. Like he's just effectively just said, okay, the map just, you know, on my front line is the road. I'm not going to push across that. And that I think is too risky. Considers opponents too much initiative and just allows Roll too much freedom. And also too many resources freely. So I definitely think Angry Dutchman should try and be a bit more active there. We are finding signs of him again, but I definitely feel like it's a slight pattern we see from Angry Dutchman. Like he just decides, you know, the road is where I stop. Also, Pani is upgrading there. Thumbs up. Another T-Fed for something for Roll. 40 sort of ready. There we go. Could Panther 5 inflow up maybe with the Panther 4? If not, the Panther 4 just remains static. In the south, Pimps are pushing forwards there. I definitely feel like this is way too passive. Also, like, two gun leaders, of course, they're like, if you really want to defend this at this point, honestly, you should just build a machine gun bunker or something. I feel like it's a bit much to have the half track plus two gun leaders, of course, light machines just, you know, sitting about there doing absolutely zip. That one does fall to me as a bit inefficient there by Angry Dutchman. Second T-34 looks right around the corner here for Roll, and the red. Oh, cancels it just in time for initially 5 instead. Perhaps highlighting some command centers there for Roll and the Red Army. We'll have to see how Angry Dutchman responds to that. He's being hammered here by the Commissar and the Penal Troopers. Pack 40 at the ready as well here to provide support. I feel like he should have the half-track down here to support the troops at the front line during the advance. Or at least being pulled back to the base to hold the troops back to the front line swiftly. That is also one of the advantages of the half-track. You don't have to spend so much time running back and forth between the base or, you know, getting back from the base. Like, time again is a crucial element here in Campaigns 2. Something that can also, like, you know, confer you some small advantages if efficiently handled. Once more, the roll breaks through the center, and before to need penal troops as advance. And second, it's not second T-34, but it's the H-5 right there for all and the Red Army. Meanwhile, the assault continues here more aggressively through the center. T-34's on the move. Oh, could hit the Regal mine. No. Stop right before hitting it. Lucky there for all of us that T-34-76 would have been a total write-off since we stuck right in front of the anti-tank gun with busted treads. And he's going for Tier 4. Ooh. As always, not a huge fan of that one. Not a huge fan. But he's so far making other things work, so we'll let it slide for now. But I would like to state for the record, not a fan. I think I'd be trying to stall now straight away for an elephant. I definitely would not be a fan of that. Something yet worth noting, no mines for this. He's not expecting the Regal mines whatsoever. If it ever happens. He actually hits it. And I wish Angry Dutchman he's trying to lay down a few more. Like again, there's just been so many opportunities, but I think he'd actually like lay down many more Regal mines. That would make it much harder for Roll to use his armor efficiently. Season Sun and Punch of the Grenadiers. The Panther feel like could send the Panther Grenadiers ahead to seize more territory on the south. Personally. Got it from the Pack 4 and the T-34 from 6, striking straight to the rear there. Also, a lot of amazing flames. Obviously setting up for the anti-tank overwatch here, waiting for the right time to strike here against Angry Dutchman. Demo charge there. Wow, he's using them effectively just as really big manual landmines. That is pretty ambitious. In fact, he's not, I think, laid down a single mine. He's just laid down demo charges instead. But Comrade Commander, why not use landmines? Why use landmines when you can go for big boom? I don't think that's how it works. It will work. Trust me. Half-track close to the 23, could use an eye for all. Slowly clearing away here so there's not much terrain for 20 high pine. That's also a thing he could have done here with the Pioneers because they do get the destroy cover ability. So you can actually use the tiny hat there to clear out this. Of course, arguably it ultimately cause these for Roll to attack head on, but he's going to try and clear this out. He should have used the Pioneers for the destroy cover ability much sooner because again, that's a thing they can do with the Pioneer support package. Pack being attacked with the units in the south. He's got the heavy Panzer Corps. It's hard to say what he's planning here. Will it be a Panther? Will it be a Storm Panzer? Will it be the Elephant? But I definitely feel like Angry Dutchman's playing this a bit too cautiously. Holy shit, the Panther will just kill 2 Grenadiers. That's got to suck a bit there for Angry Dutchman. And another bit of area content for Angry Dutchman. Again, worth noting, like, Roll is just focusing most around here. Is like, just more pressure on the flanks, I think, would be a good idea for Angry Dutchman. I mean, he's effectively kind of blind. He's going for the Sturmpanzer. Oh, we got to push here with the T-34 straight into the Regal. But man, he actually tries to ram, instead just charges right through the Regal. That T-34 did not make it back home. Half-Tech getting hit. The Half-Tech, Angry Dutchman, the Schützenpanzerwagen. Ah, Scheiße. It got killed. What a waste. And the penal troopers, home to the retreating trait, they kind of don't, but they still take some losses. Brutal attack here by Roll. Angry Dutchman, I think, was just too static there. I think he was actually gotten too relaxed against Roll. Roll just exploited that with a pretty aggressive push. But he's not able to take out the Panther 4. He's taking out the Pack 40 crew, kinda. Could actually take out the Panther 4 with this now, if not careful. And he just, this turns into a much better attack there for Roll. We got the Sturmpanzer, which again is going to be helpful against the infantry, but not so much against the tank destroyer. So we'll have to see where this goes next, but that was pretty punishing there. And I think definitely favourable there for Roll in the end. Although he didn't gain much ground, if any, so not that, good either. But I'd say a T-34 from 6 for like a half-track Panther 4. That's a pretty good trade-off. Now we got the Sturmpanzer here ready for Angry Dutchman and Deutschland. Demo mine spotted. Holding the Sturmpanzer to the front line. Heading the spotting scope. Thumbs up to that. Going northern victory point. We got 375 to 316. In the south, we got people advancing for the southern victory point here. Strafnig against the Grenadiers. North Gunners bring out their angry Dutchman. Angriest of the Dutchmen. Engineers comes from force in the south. Sturmpanzer trying straight at the penal troopers. Although fails to shoot. We got the Panzer Squad nearby. Didn't get off a bank grenade. They're stepping awkward up north. Gunners been about to get wiped out here by a big push by roll. No, but they get away. They do get away. Sturmpanzer opening out. I'm taking fire there from the East 5 tank destroyer. Vessel wants attention, I think. At the wrong time. Not now, Basil. I'm occupied. Machine about to get hammered over the rocket launcher. Narrowly one man survives. But yeah, the center is just, I think, not a position Angry Dutchman can really just like rely on as a strong point anymore versus roll. Like he needs to again like seek out a more aggressive stance here and like, you know, put pressure on roll and start destroying his stuff rather than just, you know, try to again just use the rogue defense strategy, if you will. Sturmpanzer trying to wave out the comms command squad here. And we got some fear propaganda here against the Sturmpanzer supporting infantry. Basil very excited for attention. And a Panzerwerfer of Angry Dutchman. The south here, Panzer Corps, but the Pumas will be quickly routed. 2 against 1, that is not a favorable engagement there for Angry Dutchman's Panzer Grenadier. T-Fed for rushing out there for Roll in the Red Army. And currently I am petting Basil, who is behind me, while also trying to cast this match. Speaking of smart, as much cat-related commentary. But there you go. Getting a second asset from the T-54 from 6-pack. Pulled me up again. Machine backed up. But again, just means it's going to be a possible target here for the Katyusha because they really just bunched them up there. Definitely not great for Angry Dutchman. Might want to spread them a bit more. Got the Panzerwerfer out. Katyusha's almost ready to fire here. Got the northern point this season, something for the Grenadier. And air recons here, probably looking for the right target for the Panzerwerfer to hit. And there you go, Katyusha barrage on the ME42 Sturmpanzer head again here. Sturmpanzer shoots and wipes the penal troopers. A small one there for Angry Dutchman, Roll and the Red Army. Panzer barrage meanwhile, I think killed a few engineers from retreat, but that's about it, really. I think he was hoping to like, get lucky and just take out the Katyusha, which you can occasionally do with a Panzerwerfer, but at the same time it is literally, and, you know, more metaphorically, a bit of a long shot. To like try and get that lucky. The center Panzer were taking hits from the T-56 jump punch wing head again here. Double packs on the T-56 almost wiping it out there. Angry Dutchman on the offensive once more. We got 372 versus 256. Heading southwards. Fix up the Sturmpanzer 4. Comes sneak about here behind the front line. Panzer about actually should retreat here down to 2-man. Also low on health. I mean, that's not the situation what your Panzer will be called in. It's been called it with the fear propaganda of the Commissar. And there you go, season the southern point machine all setting up here. They may want to point in the wrong, right direction, not the wrong one. Scorched Earth again here. Pretty interesting. It's rare to actually see again someone use the ability at all. I mean, if he's gone for the KB-8 here, they actually have full doctrinal bingo. And we've got more air recons of Angry Dutchman at this point. He's actually made full use of 4 abilities. He himself is also close to doctrinal bingo, but obviously that's the Elephant Heavy Tank Destroyer. Rolling being pushed back. Katyusha badge off against the machine there behind the Rakenklepper or Sturmpanzer rushing ahead by the looks of it. And there go the machine crew gets annihilated as the Kyushu rockets just completely slaughtered the crew there mercilessly. That's a bit of loss there for Angry Dutch, makes it much easier for Rolson to push forwards. And the T-54 strikes the gun, he needs to retreat them. Schnell, he's trying to panther fast here. Damages the engine, but costs him the grenadiers. Now he has to use the punish to crew the machine gun. Needs to replace his losses, I think. And he probably should just consider Stutt to help deal with the armor. Ein Sturmgeschütz 3 Ausführung G. Panzer over there, 6 kills now, Veterinary 2 is nearby. Not bad. And another T-54. Roll is just, churning out the tanks now. And Angry Dutchman is most certainly not. Storm Panzer on the move here for Angry Dutchman. Storming ahead, creeping ahead for all in the Red Army. Northern Victor, which is the Panzergrenadier. Sturmpanzer shoots great here on the Strafniki. Calmers up, hindering forwards there. And fresh air contact of Angry Dutchman. Again, looking for towers there, almost annihilates the entire Pumsel squad with a single explosive hit that shatters most of them. Nemo here in the south comes up, boosting the Pumsel again, turning into offensive slaughter machines, and the gun's about to get wiped out. And yeah, they can't retreat in time. He gets a light machine there for all. That is a huge blow there to Angry Dutchman, who's already bringing out infantry at a rapid pace. Ace family in pursuit here aggressively. We've got 2 T-50s out, and Angry Dutchman still doesn't have anything to really deal with them, except the 2 Pack 40s. Panther Barrage off here, Sturmpanzer joining in. Panther Barrage though utterly whiffs. Like a total miss there. And the Sturmpanzer's all having a bit of a hard time to killing only some poor bastard. Meanwhile, Infantry spot caught here by the Katyusha, and that's looking terrible for Angry Dutchman. But he managed to avoid any wipes, though his infantry is exposed. His Pack 40 is caught out of position as the T-54 is rushing in. Again, the lack of regal mines here is certainly starting to become very apparent. More grenadiers here, but he needs armor. He should go for Stooks, but I think he might be trying to play for a Panther. But now it's going to be too late because the packs are so close to each other. T-54s can easily drive around them in circles, and the packs can't respond to this. He's trying to split that to avoid this, but chances are this is not going to look great for Angry Dutchman, but great for Roll. Sturmpanzer veteran to 1. Somebody is ready. Yeah. Oh, and there you go. Anti-tank Overwatch again. He is going for the Panther 4 now, but I honestly think he should be going for Stuks, since that way he just brought up with another Stuk swiftly. Like, he needs to, hit back. Oh, he's going to lose the Sturmpanzer inside of his own base at that. Tifa from the getting Panther faster there, but the situation is now rapidly deteriorating here for Angry Dutchman. It's kind of like hit the breaking point, like a dam that has been put to the breaking point due to poor engineering. The entire thing is about to crack here for Angry Dutchman, as the foundation gives way to a sheer socialist tide on East Roll. And there it goes, machine gun down. And with that, Angry Dutchman, I think, is pretty much in deep sauerkraut. And there we go, GG, game over. An intense fight here. Was some pretty unique plays there, I think, by Angry Dutchman in a lot of ways. I mean, overall, I think fairly good start from him. But again, I think the crucial issue, which is, and you see with some Valorant plays, he just got too defensive, too passive run, trying to extend more pressure and put more pressure on Rod, and at least look to deny resources. He just, settled down here, and that made him an easy target for Rod, allowing Rod to have initiative and then strike Angry Dutchman where it hurt. This combined again with Tier 4, just, I really cannot recommend it. I think hurt Angry Dutchman because just for investment, you're typically just not getting the amount of firepower you need to, make these investments worth it a lot of the time. Like, you're just going for, more Panther 4, some Oswins. I think Angry Dutchman would have been much better off than going for that Panzerwerfer and that Sturmpanzer. But there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. I learned something from it. If you subscribe, like, share, comment on it, tell friends, tell a family, but don't challenge me. This is Imperial Links and cheers. Thank you for watching. I'll see you tomorrow again for a nice episode. Bye.